This soul, this spark of light, has come from Paramatma, that eternal source of light. Hey Meri Atma, ab chal karele milan. My soul is yearning to unite with that Paramananda, that source of supreme bliss. To reach God, all you need is total surrender. Focus on that point of light at the third eye and Dekh Prabhu Tere Nikat Viraje. You will see God right before you. Embrace Him in every fiber of your being and surrender your entire life to Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat.
तेरे चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन।
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, this soul, this spark of light has come from Paramatma, that eternal source of light. Hey Meri Atma, ab chal karele milan. My soul is yearning to unite with that Paramananda, that source of supreme bliss. To reach God, all you need is total surrender. Focus on that point of light at the third eye and Dekh Prabhu tere nikat viraje. You will see God right before you. Embrace Him in every fiber of your being and surrender your entire life to Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat.
परमात्मा चल कर ले मिलन, अब 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 चल कर ले मिलन.
Jyoti Bindu Paramatma se. This soul, this spark of light, has come from Paramatma, that eternal source of light. Hey Meri Atma, ab chal karele milan. My soul is yearning to unite with that Paramananda, that source of supreme bliss. To reach God, all you need is total surrender. Focus on that point of light at the third eye and Dekh Prabhu Tere Nikat Viraje. You will see God right before you. Embrace Him in every fiber of your being and surrender your entire life to Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन. ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन.
Jyoti Bindu Paramatma se. This soul, this spark of light, has come from Paramatma, that eternal source of light. Hey Meri Atma, ab chal karele milan. My soul is yearning to unite with that Paramananda, that source of supreme bliss. To reach God, all you need is total surrender. Focus on that point of light at the third eye and Dekh Prabhu Tere Nikhat Viraje. You will see God right before you. Embrace Him in every fiber of your being and surrender your entire life to Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन परमानंद का अनुभव कर हो परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा
Jyoti Bindu Paramatma se. This soul, this spark of light, has come from Paramatma, that eternal source of light. Hey Meri Atma, ab chal karili milan. My soul is yearning to unite with that Paramananda, that source of supreme bliss. To reach God, all you need is total surrender. Focus on that point of light at the third eye and Dekh Prabhu Tere Nikat Viraje. You will see God right before you. Embrace Him in every fiber of your being and surrender your entire life to Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat.
माधवाय नमः स्वाहा।
प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण।
One has to do with the right hand. Thumb.
हे आत्मा चल प्रभु को साथ दे सारा जीवन। देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे। ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे। कर ले अभिवादन।
हम सदनस welcome to Bhagavatam Pavitram Papnashnam Apnam Zalati Good night. Wash hands. Om Namah Hasta Prakshalam Samarpayami. Madhavaya Namaha Swaha. Keshavaya Namaha Swaha. Narayanaya Namaha Swaha. Wash hands. Mama Hasta Prakshalam Samarpayami. Right hand. Om Kusha. Hands. So we ask everyone to please stand.
परमात्मा से
Still pause.
ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन परमानंद का अनुभव कर हो परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु
Yeah.
परमात्मा
So as we all stand, we close our eyes and we bow our heads today. And today we pray.
ऐ मेरी आत्मा
We pray for our Guru. Today is the last day that he is going to enter. Today we close our eyes and we pray and we ask Bhagwan to bless his soul, bless his Atma. It is the most difficult thing to do today. As much as we prepare for this, we are never prepared. And as much as we have attachment, and we say we must have detachment, it is very difficult when you love somebody and you have spent your entire life to detach from that person. So today is the last day that we will see him. And today is the last day we will be able to pray for his Atma as he leaves to go on his journey. We ask Sri Krishna to take care of him and to bless his family and bless all the friends and relatives who are here. So we close our eyes, we bow our heads and we pray. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Megavaranam Subhangam Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamalayanam Yogi Birdyan Gamyam Bande Vishnu Bhavamayaharam Sarvaloke Kanat Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadguru Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtim Vardhanam Urvarukmeva Bandhana Mrechur Mokshemayamritaha Om Anadani Dhanu Deva Shankachakra Garadhara Akshaya Pundrikaksha Preta Moksha Bhava Om Preta Shanti Atma Shanti Tavo Pratishthatam. Bolo Sri Krishna Bhagwani ki jai. Asan लीजिए, take your seats. Yeah. Please sprinkle in. Please sprinkle. Om Adyam Mukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Mritasnanishvam Snanam Maya Diyate Tavo Pratishtatam Preta Anand Dayakam. Chandan down. Om Tilakam Chap Mahat Punyam Pavitram Papanashanam Aparihatinityam Lalati Haris Chandanam. Essence. Om Adyamukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Mritasthane Nimitam Sri Gandham Mayadiyate Tavopadishtatam. So hold this in your hand. So today, as we all sit here, today we are doing the Anteshti Karma ceremony for my Guru. And today, as our brother is standing here to perform his part as a son, we are all performing our part. And today he's taking that sankalp, which is that declaration of his intention today, to perform this to the best of his ability. So you pray, you take your name, you take the name of your father, and today we pray. Om Sri Vishnura Vishnura Vishnur. Om Adya Amukha Yajmahanasya. Amukha Gotrasya. Amukha Pretasya. Anteshti Karma Aham Karishyami. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Bolo Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Offer it right with the hand, with the right hand. Yeah, in the right hand, you offer it this. Right? After the mantra, you place it in the hand, open the hand and place it in. Om Adya Amukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Mitasnana Shiv. Sri Pindam Mayariyate Tavo Pratishtatam. Inside the hand. It in a bag. Truly thumb. Water here 3 times like this, right? Om Adyamukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Mritistanish Sisnanam Mayadiyate Tavo Pratishtatam Preta Anand Dayakam. Sure, this you just offer it like this, right? Om Sri Preta Anand Dayakam. So today, this is the basic ceremony, and when we have to do the Anteshti karma, it's just paying tribute to that person, that body that once hosted this, the Atma. And to most of us, he was more than a father to most of us. And today we all sit here seeing him for the last time. And doing this ritual is like the last stage that we have reached until he has to take his journey from being a mortal. And he was such a good man to everyone. And today we have done our best in preparation for him. We have cleansed the ground that we put him to lie on, making sure that there's no negativity. He was dressed in the best way that Shanta could. He was brought here in such a loving way, and he was received in such a loving way also. And the children are doing their best to make sure that he has the best opportunity now to take a second journey. And today we have done all the offerings of honoring the body that once hosted the Atma. For me, it's the most difficult thing to stand here and do. Because for the last year, all he was telling me is just I have to do this, and I couldn't do it. So we have a program. So what we will do at this point in time, I think we have slideshow. Yeah. And after they would talk, and then we would do the rest. Huh? They want to sing a bhajan also?
Yeah.
All right. So we ask if anybody would like to sing a bhajan while we prepare. Auntie? While you could organize, let's sing 2 bhajans and then we'll go. So we sit down, I'll try. Laura, come now. Not yet. Yeah. Just, yeah, you could sit. You could bring 2 chairs and sit. You could offer it and then offer it if you're going to sit.
Raj, there's one thing to sit on here.
Mm-hmm. Bring him straight. Here, sit to be on. Go ahead now.
Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukiyo ko duk दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय जय कृष्ण हरे। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। और कोई न केवन हारा हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। बनवारी रे, जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। बनवारी रे, जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। ज्योति दुनिया ज्योति बंधन, ज्योति है यहाँ माया। ज्योति दुनिया ज्योति बंधन, ज्योति है यहाँ माया। ज्योत सांस का आना जाना, ज्योति है यहाँ काया। ओ यहाँ सांझ तेरा नाम रे, बनवारी रे, जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। रंग में तेरी रंग गई गिरिधर, छोड़ दिया जग सारा। रंग में तेरी रंग गई गिरिधर, छोड़ दिया जग सारा। बन गई तेरी प्रेम की जोगन, लेकर मन एक तारा। ओ मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाऊं हर चिंता मिट जाए। दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाऊं हर चिंता मिट जाए। जीवन मेरा इन चरणों में आश की ज्योति जलाई। ओ मेरी बाह पकड़ लो शाम रे बनवारी रे। जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे। मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे।
We all join together in this bhajan my guru always sang at every funeral. So we join together with everyone from the Mandir. Every time we hear this bhajan and we always remember our guru. ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया। एक पिता के हम सब लड़के डरते हमारी माता। कुटुम कबीला संगन साथी। कुटुम कबीला संगन साथी। काल रंग बजाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म। दो दिन की पहुनाई जगत में माया में भरमाया। धन दौलत कुछ काम न आवे। धन दौलत कुछ काम न आवे। छूट जाए यह काया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया। सत्संग की गंगा बही है कोमल जिसके धारा। करिय स्नान विमल कर काया। करिय स्नान विमल कर काया। पापिन पार कराया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु। ज्योति जन्म गवाया। बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. So we have a little slideshow, and we knew that most of us would not be able to talk today. So what we'll do, this is something from all of us, and Vandana will take over this.
Jyoti Bindu Paramatma se. This soul, this spark of light, has come from Paramatma, that eternal source of light. Hey Meri Atma, ab chal karele milan. My soul is yearning to unite with that Paramananda, that source of supreme bliss. To reach God, All you need is total surrender. Focus on that point of light at the third eye and Dekh Prabhu tere nikhat viraje. You will see God right before you. Embrace Him in every fiber of your being and surrender your entire life to Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से चल कर ले मिलन, अब 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 चल कर ले मिलन.
Namaste, devotees. Now we'll have a speech from his goddaughter, Pandita Shanti, also known as Lisa.
Sitaram, it's a day that I've dreaded my entire life. For the past few months, all my guru had been saying to me is that anything happened to me, you have to do my final rites. And I would always tell him that when that time reached, we were saying about that, not thinking that that time was closer than we think. My guru was everything to me. My guru was just more than a father. He was more than a guru. He was the one I would go to. He was the one who made decisions about temple about. He was the one for the past 40 years. I would see him morning and evening. I would get his phone calls. We would decide on things for Mandir. He was the one that when anything happened, the second person he would call is me. And it made me feel so accomplished that my guru had so much faith in me. In his last days, he expressed to me how proud of me he was. He said, I'm so proud of you. And may God bless you always. Every time I would pray for him, when we would hold his hand and pray, he would always bless us at the end of it. And he would always say, pray for me. My guru was the one. He said, I'm so proud of you and I love you. In all the years that I've known him, he has expressed it differently. I've been hearing it from his words, from his lips. It meant so much. I would always keep those words right here. My guru would live with me for my entire life. And today, to the family, I want to tell you that I love you and I would always be here for you. And I hope nothing changes. And promises to him. And I promised him that I would never let his legacy die. So today, with my guru, we ask Sri Krishna to take care of his Atma wherever that Atma ends up. As much as I tried making this video over and over, I can't do it without crying. So, to the members of the Longdenville Shiv Mandir, we would miss our guru. And to the family, we love you all. We would continue living as a family. Jai Shri Krishna.
Now we'll hear from his eldest grandson, Vivek Ramnath.
Sitaram, God bless. I'm the eldest grandson of the late Mungal Loach. Very sad about the passing of my dear grandfather. I really wish I would have been able to see him before anything happened. But God has his own plans and I can't question that. However, I was fortunate enough to grow up with him and I was able to see all the great works he did for so many people. Although he had 2 sons and a daughter, my 2 uncles, Sudesh and Deodath, and my mom, Shanta, he treated everyone like sons and daughters. He always showed love, kindness, affection, and always willing to give a helping hand to everyone. My grandfather was a divine person, and I know definitely he will be a divine soul. I know God will guide his soul and allow his soul to rest in eternal peace. I'll surely miss my grandfather. May God bless his soul. May God bless all of you. Sitaram.
a short message from his niece, Mira Loach Hussein.
Om Asatoma Satkamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mitroma Amritam Gamaya. Today, as we say goodbye to our loving uncle, Kakoi, I just want to say that you will forever be in the hearts of everyone that was lucky enough to have known you. You have been an inspiration to many, and you brought nothing but joy and happiness to each and every one of us. You will truly be missed, but we know you are watching over and guiding us. You may be gone, but never forgotten. Until we meet again. Sitaram, everyone.
Now we'll have a speech from his niece, Indira Loach Jacobson.
Kakoi, my Kakoi, has been a source of inspiration to me. To tell just one story of our relationship would be insufficient, for ours is a relationship that grew with the passing of time. Kakoi had a way of making everyone feel special. When you were with him, you were the most important person in the room. As a child, unknown to me, other people felt that same pull and that same sense of self-worth and appreciation. Kakoi inspired me to be a person who values the concept of servant leadership. Kakoi is a person who believes in seva, who believes in selfless service. And as I watched him through my growing eyes over the years, I saw the man who was the first person at our doorstep on Christmas morning, encouraging family togetherness. He was the person who sat me on the handlebar of his bicycle on payday and brought me to his home to spend time with my cousins. He included me in the sharing of food, in the sharing of stories, and equally in the sharing of punishment. That's how I knew he loved me too. He supported my education, both in my academics and my spiritual path. He cheered me on and sang my praise, even when I was not worthy. He was the only one that could call me Blackie, and I would experience it as a sign of affection, not as a bad commentary on my color. I am grateful that Kakoi has guided me and molded me to be the person that I am today. I love him, and I cherish him always.
A song request from his amazing sister, Saga.
भैया मेरे राखी के बंधन को निभाना भैया मेरे छोटी बहन को ना भुलाना देखो ये नाता निभाना निभाना भैया मेरे राखी के बंधन को निभाना भैया मेरे छोटी बहन को ना भुलाना भैया मेरे
Sitaram. Oh brother, I will miss you dearly. May your divine soul rest in peace. You were the best brother any sister could ask for. I will miss you calling me every day. Your kind hearts and brotherly love was a special bond we shared. Oh brother, you have taken piece of my heart and soul with you today, but I will not have it any other way. I love you so much. May Lord Shiva guide your Atma to light and divinity. Sitaram.
Bolo Bindraban Bihari Lal ki Jai. So, at this point in time, we have brother would have a few words to say.
Sitaram to each and every one of you. As I call my dad every day, Sadhu, how are you doing? Today I'm going to speak. By the blessings of our Creator, we are gathered here today in peace and most of all in love for a unique, special individual, our loving Father, Pundit Mungal Loach. Today is the last day that we will be able to see, touch, and feel the physical body of our dearly loved Father. Later today, his body will be cremated, and the 5 elements that consist of his body will go its separate ways. I am going to speak about the living legacy that my father left for each and every one of us. My father was born in 1940 in this village. He had 3 brothers and 1 sister. He was a very dedicated son to his mother and father. He worked hard so that his mother will be proud of him. He will sacrifice his own happiness to ensure his parents were always happy. He was a very outstanding son, Radha Mahadev. As a brother, he was caring, loving, thoughtful, understanding, and loyal to his brothers, never opposing their decisions. He had a special bond with his sister. Up to the last day of his life, he always ensured that his sister was taken care of by calling her 2 or 3 times a day. He will never forget her birthday or Christmas, always finding time to visit her and take a little gift. He was a remarkable brother, Radha Mahadev. At the age of 17, he was told by his mother to move here in this location because he had to take care of the cows. He made lots of friends, too many to mention, in this area, and everyone always had great things to say about our father. He was a very loyal friend, Radha Mahadev. Later in his life, he got married and worked very hard. He has always been a very religious man. He was always into his faith. He had a small temple where people used to come to learn to sing and learn Hindi. Then the Creator put him through his first test by having to take care of his 3 kids, age 3, 4, and 5, on his own. Our dad was our father and our mother. He cooked 3 times a day. Rice and dal, anything that he planted, he would cook. My favorite was the kurma and sweet bread. He was a fantastic cook. He washed our clothes, not with a machine, but a juking board. He bade us iron our clothes with a heater on a tower on the stove. Never in his whole life ever complained or tell us what he did. He loved all 3 of us and paid special attention to our little baby brother Sudesh and his eyeball Shanta. My father has inspired me in so many different ways. He taught me to be independent, kind, humble, family-oriented, and never forget to give thanks and praise to our Creator. He was the greatest father in the world, and I love him dearly. Har Har Mahadev. He loved all his nieces and nephews as he loved his children. Any problems they had, they would always come over to see Uncle Joe, Kakoi, and he was always here for them. He was an amazing uncle to many, Radha Mahadev. When I was 10, my dad got remarried to the most wonderful woman we call Ma. And he was full of spirit and life. She helped him and brought love to our home. He built a small temple in his yard with the help of the people in this village. He was excited because he was doing what he was called to do. We had lots of celebrations, big Diwali celebration, Pagwa celebration, Sivratri, Kartik, in this little temple. He had Hindi classes for the younger kids who all came out. One of those kids stood out, and my both parents consider her as a younger daughter. Her name is Lisa, and today she's the first Pandita in Trinidad and the Caribbean. She made him very proud. But again, his life was tested. Ma left his world but the work he was doing didn't stop. He continued to help his community and serve his dharma. I tried many times to keep him with me. His grandchildren, Shantelle and Val, also tried. But he said, brother, I will stay with you for months, but I must go back and serve my dharma. The last time he was in Canada, he said, brother, I don't want to die here. I want to die in Trinidad. And I said, Dad, you have a long time. He said, my son, my time is short and coming closer. Then COVID-19 hit, and I didn't see my dad for over 2 years, but we chat every day. He inspired us in so many ways. My dad was tested again when Sudesh, his baby, passed. He did not see him in years because of some reason we don't understand. My brother was very loving and caring son. God bless his soul. I stayed with my dad during the last days of his life, and we slept together. I hugged him so tight, made him laugh, enjoyed every moment with him. We chat about life, and his saying to me was, do your best and forget the rest. He explained in life, people will always judge you and look for negative things to say, but don't judge them. Do your best to make yourself pleasant inside, and that will bring you happiness, peace, and joy. So continue to do your best and forget the negativity. The first prayer our Father taught us as young kids, and if I may, please, everyone, this is how he taught us to pray, the first prayers that we know. And if everyone, I'm going to try and say it. Hey Ram, Hey Ram, Hey Ram, हमें दया करो. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prada Devi Bhakti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namastute. Siri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukura Sura Balano Raghuvar Vimalayasa Jodhaye Kapalcha Bodh nahi na tanu dhyan ke Sumiro Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vedya Devamahi Harahu Kalesha Vikam. Om Asitoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mityurma Amritam Gamaya. Sitaram, before I close, I want to especially thank my sister for taking care of Dad while I was not here. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for your support during this difficult time with us. Sitaram.
We now have a message from Raj.
Sitaram, everyone. Namaste. And good morning to all of those present and looking on online at us. So, today is very difficult for all of us, including myself, to speak. But I'll still try. I made some notes so I don't stray. We must remember Dad, or Pundit Joe, as everyone knows him, for the great but simple man that he was. During the course of his life, he's helped a lot of people without expecting anything in return. All that he wanted was for them to be happy, and that made him happy. As sad as it is to see him here today, it's a part of life that we have to all live with and try our best. We'll never forget him, but we will learn to keep his memory alive. That brought together a family related not only by blood, but by caring. We here are all appreciative of the support we have been receiving from everyone. In the past months, when Dad's health went down, and was grateful even for the support we continue to receive today. We are blessed to have spent those days in prayer with him. And as we pray today that his Atma will return to Sri Krishna, I'll give him some of the advice he's always given us for all these years. Dad, try your best and forget the rest. Sitaram, everyone. Sitaram.
Sitaram, everyone. Right, it's really nice to see everyone coming out to show the support for the family, during this time, very much appreciated. So the man they call Nana Pundit Mungal Loach is a sad day, but when I look at him, I can't help but smile because I just have so many good memories of Nana, my grandfather. And actually, I was thinking about something that he had said, which was a quote from the Bhagavad Gita, which is, once you're born, you have to die, right? That's probably the only certain thing in this life. But it's not always a bad thing because the permanence of death is something that makes every memory that you have with somebody more special, you know what I mean? Because if that wasn't the case, then it would just be trivial, every day is the same. But because of this phenomenon that we call death, I have so many memories with my grandfather, like time he and Francis, our dog, get away with the rice strainer, and many other memories. I was going to jot them down, but I heard him telling me, don't force myself, as he used to always say. But, Nana, I try to bring some memories back, and also, you never really, the idea of you never really goes away, because you touch so many people's lives. And even when you do something and you do it with seva, as they say, you don't look for anything in return. That's a part of somebody good, like Mungal, that he lives on through that action as well too. And so, sorry, I just had to come back to the rice trainer story. I was actually, when I got the news that Nana had passed away, a few days after, I randomly woke up at about 3 a.m. and I messaged my mom and I was like, Mom, you wouldn't believe this, but I was actually just, I was smiling so much because I remembered Nana's relationship with the dogs that we had too. even though he would be, you know, quarreling behind the dogs, and he still love the same way. And that's how I felt about my relationship with Nana too. You know, sometimes he buck up on you, but it's not because he doing it, you know, against you. He doing it rather with you, and that's something that I think we could all appreciate. So, as I thank you all for listening to me and also, you know, coming out and showing your support. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. And well, Nana, you know, it was a good run, and you will be missed by many, but like I said, the permanence is what make the memories stronger. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Thanks, everyone. Staram.
I don't know if Uncle Balde was here. Uncle Balde, are you here? Can you just come? In our Mandir, we have been in existence for over, well, I can say over probably 35 plus years. And in those 35 plus years, I have spent all my life here. And one of those persons who were here with us all the time. And from the time Baba missed that person, he would call his Uncle Balde. We would call him Uncle B. He was always a loving person, just as Baba. And it is most appropriate now if we ask him to say a few words. And it was a spur of the moment, but we can't go without. He would look forward to seeing Uncle Balde on a daily basis. If he doesn't see him, he would call him and he's worried about him. But he couldn't find the number in his phone. He said, Lisa, Uncle Balde, okay? I said, yes. I just went and give him a jar. He okay? So he would worry. So Uncle Balde.
Sitaram, Salam Alaikum, good morning. Walking up to the microphone, being called unexpectedly. There's so much I want to say, but cannot put it into words. Yeah. There's so much I would like to say, but cannot put it in words. But there is a little verse that came into my mind, and it goes like this, which is from a Baba. Once a radiant shone so bright has been taken from our sight, then nothing could bring back the hours that we knew. Nor shall we grieve, but live with the love and the memories he left behind. Baba Pundit Loach, as we know, was a leader in our society, in our Longdenville community. He has given his all for the upliftment of our spiritual learning. He was a very humble man, and he shared his home so that we in this community can have a place to worship. And he had the foresight. I think it was one of his biggest achievements. He had the foresight for future planning, and he didn't left us behind it. He left us with Pundit Lisa, so that we could continue his teaching. He also encouraged his family who shared their time in his temple so that we, the villagers, could have a place to worship. And as we stand here looking at the body, his soul is hovering around, wishing us all the best. And in all, I would say, God bless you, and may your soul rest in peace. Thank you.
So we now have his eldest granddaughter, we know as Tanti Subagi, who would extend to us a few words, and we will continue out.
अज्ञानं तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. On behalf of my mother which was his favorite Bauji, who always said she used to save him when Aji ready to beat him. He said, say, Bauji, Bauji, come save the Brahman. Come save this Chamar. He always say that, you know. We have fun memories of Kakoi. But on behalf of my family, my sisters and my brothers, condolences to this bereaved family. Please sing with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bol Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Thank you very much.
We would make preparations now. I would just close where after we would just do the arati, and arati will be done just by the immediate family because of the COVID. We can't have everybody do arati as much as we want to. And you can come, there's flowers, you can take flowers, we'll do it in an orderly fashion, and you can come and you can make your offerings and take your last blessings. Today, as I stand here, I remember when we first started to come temple, Radha and I would read Ramayana. That's when I couldn't understand him. I could only read it, I couldn't understand it. And Radha would have the one Ramayana and I would have the other, and I would read and I would sing and Radha would translate. And then we grew up and we grew and we got a little more knowledgeable. And then we went our separate ways, but although we went our separate ways, our group remained. And my guru instilled in us a lot of values, and most of that values always surrounded family. And to me, this was my home away from home, because even before I was married, when my grandmother would ask me, where are you going? Going temple. In my home now, where mommy going temple. When Robin asked where mommy going by Baba. And we would never talk about this day in my home. Every time we sit to have dinner or we sit and talk, and from the time it comes up, God forbid when Baba passed away, we would end the conversation. And that conversation today has come to reality because he has instilled in us these values. And today we stand as a family, and I must say I am proud to have my guru as a guru, because nobody else believed in having a female pundit. My guru was the one who believed in me wholly.
Yeah.
And he was so proud of me. I don't think anybody could be so proud of me. I don't think anybody could be more proud of me than my guru. And every day when I come here, when I sit outside, when he's angry, not angry, but when he know I come in the room, he was a very pundit. In front of him, I am the pundit. I am Lisa, I am his guru, I am his Chela, sorry. But when I am not in front of him, we're the pundit. So for me, that amount of love that I got from him, it made up for the 35, 40 plus years that he has been my guru and my father, as a father to me. And most of the time, Shanta and I would fight for each other. But we always get in buffer from Baba. And mostly Shanta fault. Always get in buffer. And we would always say, and when anybody would come, they would look at me, you're the Baba daughter. We talked to the Baba daughter. I said, no, I'm not his daughter, but I'm goddaughter. And one day he said, no. He said, that's my daughter. So he has instilled those values in us, and we would continue living. And he loved the people in his village. He said, these are the people who made his temple. And he told us, he said, don't let my temple close down. If I don't come on Thursday, he would get angry. My temple has to go on. So as my promise to him, I won't let his legacy die. And I think with the love that all of us share, his ladies of his temple was his eyeball also. The ladies of his temple, all of them. If I go to call name, everybody, all the ladies, all the men, all the children were his children. That's his ladies. So today, we will miss him. So for the last, we would do whatever we can and we stay together. Yeah, so we now have Radha, and Radha would say a few words, and after that we go straight to Arati.
Sitaram, everyone. About a few minutes ago, Shanta did ask me to say a few words, and I declined. But every time I came temple, Uncle would always say, we will hear from the teacher. No, it's a well-kept secret that I don't tell very many persons. At least when I used to read Ramayana. Not very many people know that besides the persons who came to the Mandir. So I started coming here when I was about 11 years. And I would never forget the day that Uncle came. And he and my father were childhood friends. So he used to call my father Shanko. So he said, Shanko, I need a favor. I'm having Diwali celebration and I want your daughter to play the part of Lakshmi, of Mother Lakshmi. And that was the first day I came temple. And coming over the years, we learned many things from Uncle. We heard many stories. We heard about Deodath. The fondest memory is the bag of flour, but I can't tell you what he did with the bag of flour. And I remember he and Didi, my godmother, he would always say he could make the best curry potato, the curry aloo. And I remember on the day, a few days before she would have passed, she said, Joe, my curry aloo tasting better than yours. And as I said, we have many fond memories. But what I also remember and what I try to live by is a quote that he said many times. A man of words and not of deeds is like a garden full of weeds. And I think if you follow that motto, you would lead a very productive life. Uncle, you will surely be missed. You stood up with me for the passing of both my parents. And you were the last person that I have. Sitaram, may Shri Krishna bless your soul. May you rest in peace. Love you always.
So what we'll do now is So what we do now, I know there's so much of us we want to, with Pandit Devendra is here, we recognize him, but there's so much of you would like to speak, but with our time crunch, Right now we would do our arati. So we ask everyone to please stand. We just full back this. Asraj to full this semina. Yep. The mala food,
Jyoti
right?
Bindu Paramatma se. This soul, this spark of light, has come from Paramatma, that eternal source of light. Hey Meri Atma, ab chal karele milan. My soul is yearning to unite with that Paramananda, that source of supreme bliss. To reach God, all you need is total surrender. Focus on that point of light at the third eye and Dekh Prabhu Tere Nikat Viraje. You will see God right before you. Embrace Him in every fiber of your being and surrender your entire life to Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से
कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो और कोई न केवन हारा हो फिर तो ही बेड़ा पार करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे Jai 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 Krishna Hari. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। के बाग नवनीक चोर गोपाल, शुद्ध चोरा यशोदा के बाग नवनीक चोर गोपाल, गोपाल गोपाल गोवर्धन धन गोपाला, गोवर्धन धन गोपाला। हे गिरिधर गोपाला, हे गिरिधर गोपाला, हे गिरिधर गोपाला। चित चोरा यशोदा के बाग, नवनीत चोर गोपाल, चित चोरा यशोदा। Calm yourself. Calm down. Calm down. Breathe. Deep breaths. We had to do it. We will get through this. Break it when you go to bed. When you go to bed, break it. Do it. Oh, Father. Oh, Father. We will try, Father. I love you, Daddy. Bless you.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन।
Jyoti Bindu Paramatma se, this soul, this spark of light has come from that source, that point of light, and surrender your intent.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी
ओंकारा जय शिव ओंकारा जय 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 शिव ओंकारा ओम नमः शिवाय 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 हरे रामा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. आई भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। ते जिंदगी तुझको ये धूप करना, 2 दिन का जिंदगी है ये भी अकेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। ये जिंदगी है तूने सहल चुराई, ये जिंदगी है तूने एक झूठ सपना। 2 दिन के जीवन में एक झूठ सपना। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है तू दुख देला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। बाहर से तू खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तू खामोश रहे तू। भीतर भीतर रोए रे भीतर भीतर रोए। तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंछी रे कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। हो कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि में तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलमत हो। तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंछी रे छुप के रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल की छाले रे। हो छुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा हो, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे
So we have come to the end of arati, but we will make, because of COVID, we cannot have the clustering. So we would like to ask you to please understand, you make a line, stay in your distance away, and you come and you view and you go back to your seats. So we will do this in a nice way. Mira, you go ahead. So we will offer flowers alone now. So everybody who come, you offer your flowers, you will view the body, you will take your blessings, and then we will make preparations to leave, where we'll do our first stop. So after you have all come and viewed and offered your flowers, we'll do our final prayer, and then we will prepare to leave. You want to do arati? Yeah. Come. After everybody. I don't want your crowd, right? Let them go and then you do it.
गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना, गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना। मैंने शरण परा तेरी चरणों में जगह देना, चरणों में जगह देना। गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना देना, गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना। मैंने शरण परा तेरी, मैंने शरण परा तेरी चरणों में जगह देना, चरणों में जगह देना। गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना। जय गुरुदेवा, 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 Jaya Guru Deva, 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 Jaya Guru Deva. भजो कन श्याम भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो नंद की लाला भजो राधे नंद की लाला भजो भजो कन श्याम भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो नंद की लाला भजो राधे नंद की लाला भजो गिरिधर गोपाल मथुरा नाथा गिरिधर गोपाल मथुरा नाथा कमल नयन केवल रामा कमल नयन केवल रामा भजो कन श्याम भजो मुरली गोपाल भजो नंद की लाला भजो राधे नंद की लाला भजो राधे नंद की लाला भजो राधे नंद की लाला भजो.
So, as everyone is standing, we will now do our final prayer. So, we give Tanti, somebody just slide this. We give Tanti Sabagi her chance to do her arati, and then we do our final prayer, and where we would now make preparations to leave. Yeah. So as we all keep standing, we close our eyes and bow our heads, and today we pray for our Guru, our Baba, in whatever way you know him, our father, our uncle. Today, this body that you're seeing leaving here is what represented that Atma that one possessed this body. And today we pray and we ask Lord Krishna to bless his Atma, to guide him, protect him, and take very good care of him. So today we pray in our own minds as we pray, and we ask for whatever we want of this Atma. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Megavaranam Subhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayam Yogi Bhirdyan Gamyam Bande Vishnu Bhavabhayaharam Sarvaloke Kanatam Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunvanti Devestave Vedai Sangha Pradakramo Parishade Gayanti Yamasamagaha Om Dhyanavashtittatgadena Manas Pashantyam Yogino Yasyantam Nasurasuragana Dayatasmai Namaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Shugandim Pushtim Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhana Mrityurmukshremayam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva. Tvameva Bandhu cha Saka Tvameva. Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Bolo Sri Guru Maharaj ki jai. Bolo Sri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Umapati Mahadev ki jai. Jai 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 Sitaram. So we would now make preparation to leave, and we would now, well, we're not sure. There's only a limited amount of Waterloo, so if you have to take your last view, please come and do it now. I think you have, so we will now make our first stop.
Jyoti Bindu Paramatma se. This soul, this spark of light, has come from Paramatma, that eternal source of light. Hey Meri Atma, ab chal karili milan. My soul is yearning to unite with that Paramananda, that source of supreme bliss. To reach God, all you need is total surrender. Focus on that point of light at the third eye and Dekh Prabhu Tere Nikat Viraje. You will see God right before you. Embrace Him in every fiber of your being and surrender your entire life to Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से चल कर ले मिलन परमानंद का अनुभव कर हो परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा अब चल